Howdy. I feel like hot garbage today, so we're gonna play with some makeup together. Yeah. I recently got the Sugar and Spite palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This had been a dream palette that I'd been wanting for a while, and I didn't expect it to re-release. Yeah, I love every single color in this palette, and these are all colors that I will wear like all year round, regardless of whatever season that it is. Yeah, I've tried every shade so far, except this little quadrant, which is funny. Well, I've tried the shimmer, but not these three mattes, which is funny because that's like the everyday colors, like the browns. But anyways, we're gonna do something kind of more fun and creative. Oh, you can see in the mirror. We're gonna play with both the teal and the green colors in this palette. And I'm gonna try to do like a mix match. Mix match? Why is that hard to say? Mix match? A mix match look where like, like the outer corner will be maybe like the dark teals and the midtones, but then this part would be the lighter greens and then reverse dark greens, lighter teals. You guys will get it once I start playing with it. I'll hop right on in with my skincare. This is not a tutorial, but I'll try and talk about the makeup as much as I can. Again, this is just for funsies. My energy and mood has been pretty low lately. And honestly, I think it's just like a collective thing with everything going on, like not even in the United States, but just like globally. I don't know, a lot of people are like hurting right now. And it's like the balance of trying to stay in tune with the media to know what's going on and to keep myself educated, but also like not driving myself crazy. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm already a bit of a misanthropist. Misanthrist? What? What am I trying to say? I'm a bit of a misanthrope. And it's hard whenever you're not already a bit of a positive person to stay positive when collectively everybody else is so sad. I'm laughing, but it's because if I don't, I'll cry. Yeah, and I've just been having some things in my personal life, and I've just been feeling really down. I've been very active art-wise, which has been really great, but it stems from a place of, like, I have to create pretty things to distract from myself, like, from the horrors of the world. Because doing art feels more productive than, I don't know, like doing some other like self-harm routines that I would probably normally participate in whenever I'm feeling this bad about myself and the world. And then I'm like, you know what? No, I'll just paint. But then what happens is that the art will turn into a form of escapism for me. And then it's like, wow, I'm creating so much, but I've painted for like 10 hours all day and I'm not eating or doing anything. And that's also not very nice. Still have to like take care of myself. Okay, my face is all lotioned and primed and stuff. I'm so close to being done with this e.l.f. concealer. I bought a different makeup brand to try at some point, but I'm such a stickler. I just want to finish this up, and I'm so close. I can see, like, I can see through parts of the bottle now, so. I used to love e.l.f. makeup, and their products I'm sure are still really great, but it's like, I don't know, with the whole Matt Rife thing. Like, how are we all feeling about that? I'm only really color correcting around my eyes. I don't wear actual foundation because it gives me the ick. Like I get sensory overload real easy. So I mostly just do this to help prime my eyes for eyeshadow, and also because my eyelids are very translucent and kind of spooky. Like, I don't want to, like, corpse chic is cute, but that's not actually what I'm going for most of the time. And yeah, I've also been going through, I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel like a fibro flare up. It's just very, very bad fatigue. Like yesterday I had a big cry for the first time in a while about it, where I was so motivated and ready to get all these things done and all these projects that I wanted to start yesterday. And I was trying to make muffins because my eating's not that great right now, and that was the only food that I was hyper fixated on and that I could eat. And just from baking the muffins and cleaning the kitchen, I got so worn out, like within just 20 minutes, where I had to like sit down because I thought I was either gonna pass out or vomit. Yeah, and then I just had like a big cry because I was like, this is so annoying. Like, I want to stop. Because if I don't, I can't distract myself from the horrors. A little bit around me nose. I'm trying not to be self-conscious of my smile lines. I can't help that I have an expressive face. But yeah, I do put a little bit there because it does get kind of like red looking. Also, yeah, a little bit around my mouth. Yeah, I've just been trying not to beat myself up. It's just hard to be like present in the moment sometimes. But at the same time, it also feels like if you don't force yourself to be present, then you'll just spiral. Is what it is. Blue stick for my eyebrows. Trying to get the excess glue because I want them to stay down, but I don't want them to look like weird and cakey. I have a pimple that's healing right here, and it's so annoying because it's so dry looking, but I don't want to mess with it because it's just going to get red and irritated. And I always forget to tightline my eyes, and I'll wait till I have like eyeshadow all down here, so I'm going to do that right now. For a while I was doing the trick where you take a Q-tip and clean out your waterline, but I have such big ass frog eyes that I would clean it up with the Q-tip and it would immediately just get super wet again. So whatever. Today I feel a little bit better. Like, I'm still definitely very fatigued, but more excited about the potentiality of doing things that I actually want to do. And it's really nice outside. It's slightly overcast, and I think it's like in the high 60s, low 70s. And yeah, I have incense burning on my altar, and I have the window open, and we have a nice breeze going on. And I'm excited to get into this lovely palette with you all. I do have a previous, I think it was my previous video. Was it my previous video? I don't know. I have a video, I'm going to link it in the description, where I already tried this out on Valentine's Day. Let's see. I think on this side, I'm going to start with the green shades. I'm going to first go in with No Competition, and it's this like really earthy, dark, like a darker olive, I guess. I really, really need to clean my makeup brushes, guys. And a lot of y'all will be very disappointed to know when the last time it was that I washed my makeup brushes. Look, when I say I'm a nasty gremlin lady, I actually mean it. I'm not really like super proud of it. It's just who I am. Okay, we're gonna start off with these brushes for now. I'm gonna do a little bit of color switching. And I might put a little bit of witch hazel on a pad to like get the color out of the brush a little bit. And I guess slightly sanitize. I don't know. But yeah, this week has been really fun. This week was my partner's birthday, and he doesn't really like choose to do a lot of exciting things for his birthday, but the main thing that he always does is that he'll take an entire week off of work so that he can have like a little staycation and he can like play video games or do any, just whatever he wants to do. So that was nice. I just had like a little week with my partner. Just, doing my crafty things, hanging out with him, watching him play video games. Ooh, look at that grunge green. And I'm doing my standard eyeshadow placement where I really, really smoke this out and kind of make it, it's kind of like an oval shape, but we're making it go upwards, if that makes sense. You can probably see. Yesterday, we actually went thrifting for the first time in a really long time. And that was super fun. I miss thrifting. We didn't find much. We just found like a couple really cool t-shirts because he actually needed some clothes. So, and what's fun is that like a lot of times we share shirts because he's somebody where he's like, he likes more form-fitting and I like oversized. So, it's fun because we can share t-shirts. All right, I'm literally going to do the same color switch technique again because I just want to, I don't know, I really love this like dense angled brush thing. But now on the other side, I am going to do the teal mid-tone color, which is called Bow Out. Oh, it's so pretty. I think this is the first like chatty video I've done for quite a bit. Honestly, I've been pretty nonverbal, not gonna lie. And I say that as like an actual autistic person. There are days where like if my partner's not home, I will literally not speak out loud until he gets home. And I think it is just because like I've been feeling kind of down. Yeah, I have a lot of feelings and emotions, and I have a bit of alexithymia, and it takes me a bit to process things or to figure out why I feel so bad. And during those times, it's like especially hard for me to articulate how I'm feeling. So yeah, I don't want to talk. I don't know if you guys will be able to notice, but on this side of my eye, it's kind of patchy, but that's not because of the eyeshadow, that's because of my skin. I always have issues with this eye. I don't know why. It's just like that skin right there is really stubborn and doesn't want to pick up pigment. Ooh! Look at those grungy tones. This looks messy, but look, this is a grunge look. We're going a little dark. And then we're gonna go in with the shorter and denser angled See, this is why I don't talk very much. Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. Speaking of autism things, I've actually been kind of having trouble doing everyday things that most people don't have problems doing. I'm going to go in with Karma Nose. This is a very, very deep, almost like gray, green. And yeah, I'm going to put it in the corners. And I'm going to go back in between No Competition and Karma Nose and just do a little bit of blending. I've been in desperate need to do some medical stuff. I'm not like sick, but my doctor retired and I need to make sure I stay in the system that I'm at because I really like the little network of doctors that I've been using for a while now. So I really need to call them and ask, like what doctors are taking patients, and I really need to just, yeah, But for some reason, I've been having trouble making phone calls. And it's like, I feel so silly when I talk about it because it's like, girl, you're a 32-year-old woman. Like, you should be able to do these things. I'm normally pretty good at it, but for some reason, like, my anxiety and stuff has just been so bad. And it's like, once I start doing it, I'll be okay, but I can't get over that hurdle. Yeah, and I'm a little worried because I've been kind of exhibiting some early signs of agoraphobia, and I've gone through different bouts with agoraphobia in my life. And during the panini, it got to a point where it was severely detrimental to where I was having trouble just being inside like vehicles or even stepping outside of my front porch. Yeah, and I have to be careful because if I keep not doing things, it's just going to get harder and harder and harder. And I don't want to get back to the point where I can barely like function. There were times in my life where my agoraphobia was so bad where I'd go days without eating because I would have a panic attack in the grocery store parking lot and I would have to turn around and I couldn't get groceries. So I wouldn't have any food in my apartment, you know, just because I was so severely anxious. I don't want to get back to that point. So yeah, I've been having issues doing that, and the phone call thing is definitely kind of a sign. I've also missed two mental health appointments. Like I have a care team, so it's like I check in with somebody and then I see my therapist and then I also have a psychiatrist. It's the one that prescribes you meds, not diagnoses you. Yeah. And I missed two of those appointments in a row, which is a bad sign because it's like, girl, you can't even show up for your telehealth appointments. Like you don't even want people to see you through a phone screen. Yeah. So I'm just, I don't know. I need to work on it. I told myself that Monday, as I'm filming this, it's Saturday. So Monday, I really, really just need to bite the bullet because, yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going in on this teal side. I'm going in with Own It in the crease, this very dark, dark teal, and I'm, you know, blending it with these two. And I don't do this too often, but I think I'm gonna, it's basically like a cut crease, but not. Yeah, I might go back in with concealer and cut my crease. I don't know why I'm saying it's not a cut crease. I think it's because I'm self-conscious about calling it a cut crease. I should do this more often because then it makes it like even a cleaner base. No. How have you guys been doing? How have you been holding up with everything going on? I hope you're doing okay. I'm gonna go under here too. See, now we're gonna go in with some of those brighter colors. So on the green side, we will be going with Not Sorry. This beautiful bright blue. So cute. And then on the other side, you probably guessed it, we're going in with the bright green, the shade Winning, which is this gorgeous bright green. It's like, that color is like the color that my eyes go to immediately in this palette. I hope you guys have been keeping sane, and I know the balancing act between like present reality and trying to keep yourself sane is hard, but I hope you're finding joy in something. A lot of times I think I feel sad because I feel like helpless. Like there's not much that I can do as an individual just because like I'm a disabled person. I don't have an income. I can't just donate money and resources like other people. Um, yeah, I don't know. So it feels like I'm helpless against the world. But in a way, we're really not. I guess continuing to exist despite all the bad things. I guess that's good. Yeah. My God, look at that. Oh! Sorry, somebody just walked by and my window's open and I made that really loud noise. Okay, I'm gonna very quickly, I'm gonna go back and forth and I'm gonna deepen things because I really want it to be super dark in this crease. And try to get these to pop as much as they can before we add some glitter. I kind of want to add more of the lighter tones on the outside of this, so I'm just very gently going to pack the green on the edges on this eye and then the blue on the edges of this eye. And I'm kind of just like tapping it with the kind of fluffy brush because I still want the depth there, but I just want the hint of the lighter tones. Now the fun part is the sparkles. I'm gonna go in with some glitter eye primer from Miss A. Just pat, 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 pat. And I pat it all over the lid. Even though I'm only gonna, well, I pat it like, I guess it is all over my lid because I want the glitter to be centered mostly around here, but I don't know. I think I'm just talking smack. I don't know why I do what I do. I just do it. Okay. So for the blue, we're gonna do blue. But I'm only gonna go about halfway because there's another color that I'm gonna use on the like inner portion of both eyes. So first, this eye we're going in with Bad Girl. Oh, it's so pretty. And then for the other eye, we are going to do Villain Era. And I'm going in another palette. It's the 350 Exo Morphe palette. I don't even know if they still sell that. But that's because one of the little highlighter shades, or it's just like a glittery highlight shade, has a kind of goldy green shift. And I thought that would look good in the inner bits. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also doing my inner corner as well. And I'm going in that other palette, and I'm just using, it's like a shade that's closest to my skin tone. And I'm just gonna very gently blend. Gently, gently. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the rest of me face. If I can find my, there it is, my brush. And I always use the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Feeling Butter. This is a very deep color. I guess typically people that are as pale as me probably wouldn't wear this, but I do because I like giving subversive clown. It's really blushed out. And I condense it where my socket's at and then lift it. Oop, there's no mirror on that. Whatever's left on the brush, I condense it onto me nose. And just some loose powder to blend the blush. This is another product that I'm working through. I've hit pan. And now I'm going to go back to my eyebrows. I'm just going to fill them in and try to make them neater. And then I'm going to add highlight, but I'm only going to add highlight to my eyebrow area and then to my nose. And I'm real simple, and I just use a brown black in that Morphe palette. It's like the darkest color in there, brown black. I also really need to shave my eyebrows, but I don't have any dermabladers right now. And I don't like plucking my eyebrows. I forgot to say, I'm also going to go back in with my concealer to highlight around, like underneath my eyebrows. And then I like to draw a heart at the end of my nose. Where's my concealer? There it is. And this is from Miss A. I think it's meant to be a blush, but it's not super pigmented. And I like the kind of blue shift it has. And I'm going to use that to highlight around my eyebrows and nose. For some reason, I've been really into not highlighting my cheeks. I think it's because my blush has a bit of sheen to it. So it's like I don't really feel the need to add more. I've just been kind of into the look of like a more matte face. Yeah, it's like a pinky blue cast. That's really pretty. And now we can finish up the eyes with the eyeliner bit. I, for some reason, cannot get over doing double eyeliner. But I don't know if I'm going to go in with white or my pink. Because I feel like the pink might look cool with the green and teal stuff. I don't know. All right. My beloved felt tip eyeliner from Miss A with the star stamp. Gonna do my standard wings. I am gonna do pink. I do white a lot, and the pink might look a little bit more interesting. And I'll go back in with my regular liner. And then, oh, I almost forgot. Alright, I'm gonna take my brown pencil liner and emphasize my tear bag area. And I'm also gonna go in and like smoke it out and also smoke the liner out on the top line. I just got another message that I have a prescription available, and it's at Target, and Target is such a money grab. I gotta be careful when I go pick up those meds and not get a treaty. Okay, I'm gonna put an eye wig on, aka my mascara. I'm only gonna do one eye with you guys just to show you how ridiculous it looks because of my blonde eyelashes, and then I'll skip the other eye because for some reason doing my mascara is like the longest part. I don't know why. One eye done, the other not. Ooh, eye wig. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and do some freckles since I covered up a lot of my natural freckles. This is an old like eyebrow product that sucked for my eyebrows, but I love it for freckles because it's like the perfect freckle shade. And I'm doing very dense freckles today. Like we're gonna freckle the frig out of my nose and cheeks. Okay, I'm actually gonna go off camera now. I'm wanting to do my lip combo. I've been using this, I think it's pronounced Seishu lip liner stain, which is like, it's literally what it says. It's a lip liner stain. I like to get the full darkest pigment out of this. So how these work is that you put them on and you let them dry down, and you let them dry down for at least 20 what was I trying to say? For at least 20 minutes. Was I milliminutes? What? 20 minutes. You let it sit for 20 minutes and then you peel it off gently like Elmer's glue, and it'll leave a stain on your lips. And yeah, but I'm not done drinking my coffee and stuff, so I'll come back in a minute and show you guys my current lip combo. This might be horrific to witness, I just realized, but here we go. And it doesn't hurt at all peeling this stuff off. Yeah, it kind of feels similar to like getting Elmer's glue on your hands. And I just use a Q-tip to gently wipe off any residue because I want to get the little pieces off, but I still want the pigment to stay. All right, so there's the lip stain. If I wanted to, I could just put like lip gloss or chapstick over this and it would look fine. But I'm gonna add some other steps, including lining my lips and adding some lip gloss and also mattifying the line a bit. I do this just because I want some definition. Right. I'm just gonna go over it with some setting powder. Just a little bit. I like to use this brush and like rotate it. It just helps it last a little bit longer. Last step I'm gonna do is lip gloss. I like this Miss A lip gloss. It has a really pretty blue shift, and it also feels really good. Like it actually feels hydrating. It doesn't feel gritty, the glitter in it. And I mainly stick it to the center. All right, and then that's the finished lip. That's my little lip combo. It's a little annoying because you do kind of have to wait a while, like between 10 to 20 minutes for this stain to lock in. And normally I would put it on while I'm doing my makeup, but I feel like I can't talk or drink anything when I have this on, so. But I love the way that it looks. It's like one of my favorite makeup products that I've gotten in a long time. But also my makeup is now complete, and this is what it looks like without glasses. And yeah, it's just the reversal, so light teal, dark green, dark teal, light green. I especially love this color scheme with the dark green and then the super bright teal, but this eye's cute too. And I've been obsessed with putting like little gems and stuff on the very edge of my eyebrows. For some reason it reminds me of like little horns, and I think it's really cute. And then obviously I'm a glasses girly, so here is the makeup with my glasses. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I probably needed to like talk about some of the stuff that I talked about, considering that I missed 2 therapy appointments. And I don't know, just thanks for hanging out with me while I yapped and played with some makeup. I'm probably gonna end up doing lots more makeup looks with that palette, also because I'm a poor and I'm not gonna be buying new palettes for a long time, but I don't care. I'm obsessed with it. Also, I forgot to say, while we were out thrifting, my partner and I stopped by Five Below. Y'all, they had Neopets stuff. We both got Cobra. And the thing is that these toys come with a freaking virtual prize. You guys, I think they're bringing back Neopets. It really is like Y2K revival up in here. I know we just talked about trying to be present and not delving into too much escapism, but if this is an actual thing, the Neopets website coming back, I'm definitely gonna get sucked into Delulu world and probably play it nonstop. That's so exciting. But anyways, yeah, sorry. If you don't have shit to say, how about you leave me some blue or green themed emojis? I'd also love it if you'd leave any video suggestions down in the comments below. And also hit the like button for me. I'd really appreciate you. But yeah, I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.